The coronavirus pandemic has hit small businesses hard, and that includes the wedding industry.
When a wedding venue closed in Colorado Springs earlier this year, several brides reached out to our 11 Call for Action team looking for answers. Our consumer reporter Jenna Midoff spoke with those upset brides. She explains in this 11 Call for Action investigation.
The Rustic Lace Bar near Old Colorado City sent this letter to its clients at the end of February saying it's no longer in business. So I searched the Secretary of State's website, which shows this. Documents filed by the venue owner say because of the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and insufficient or untimely government support, the company dissolved on February 7th. Now these couples are out thousands of dollars and scrambling to find a new place to get married.
I was like, there's no way.
You dream about this day for your whole life, and then they just ruin it.
We have no idea what to do or what we're supposed to do at this point.
3 brides, 3 dream weddings no longer happening, at least not at the Rustic Lace Bar near Old Colorado City.
They just didn't do what they promised.
Aaliyah Dowell booked the venue back in June 2019. She was supposed to get married there last July, but the pandemic hit. So she rescheduled for this July, just 2 months away. But then
I had sent an email and it came back that the email was no longer in use or had been deactivated.
other brides say they had similar experiences, like Nicole Kyle, who was supposed to get married at the barn this October.
When I Googled them, the website said permanently closed. So then I start digging, look for their Facebook, gone, look for their Instagram, gone.
Ashley Humberstone is another bride who rescheduled her wedding to this October because of COVID.
We've paid a total of $5,387.90 to them.
She tells me she had been getting monthly check-in emails throughout the pandemic, making sure her wedding preparations were on track. The last email she got came on February 6th. That's just one day before the company dissolved, according to the Secretary of State's office.
I was furious and I was distraught and I was sobbing. If you knew you were permanently closing, like, why didn't you fill your clients? We had no idea. Not a single solitary clue.
Nicole tells me she received this email from one of the venue employees on February 11th. The owner tells me that employee was one of the last to know the company wasn't going to make it.
They literally emailed me 3 days after their business was dissolved and told me to proceed as if I was still getting married on October 1st. And that's like just the worst part.
The Rustic Lace Barn mailed out official notice to its clients dated February 26th, saying the business had dissolved on February 7th. This letter cites government-mandated closures of certain businesses arising from the COVID-19 pandemic as the reason the Rustic Lace Barn is no longer in business. The letter went on to say Rustic Lace has minimal assets of about $6,000. We also learned the business just filed for bankruptcy about 2 weeks ago.
It's pretty upsetting that they couldn't send an email, make phone calls individually to people.
11 News reached out to the owner for comment after going back and forth over email for more than a month. The owner did not get back to us about setting up a time to talk in person before our story deadline. But in this email to 11 News, the owner said, quote, COVID wiped out a lot of very viable small businesses and caused a lot of pain for those who were affected by it on all sides. Nobody is walking away from this unscathed.
I mean, the right thing to do would have been to send our money back so that we could go get married somewhere else, but that didn't happen.
Aaliyah is now out more than $8,000.
As of now, we would like to take some sort of action to get our money back because it was a lot of money. And my parents worked hard to give us that.
Nicole has lost more than $5,000. She works as a paralegal and documents show she's already taken legal action against the barn.
We sent out our demand letter a few days after I found out that they were closed.
Nicole now plans to get married in the mountains this summer.
We have picked July 14th, so it's like 7/14/21, so it's 777. Hopefully it's a little luckier than October 1st.
Ashley is also out more than $5,000 and says she's now starting to plan her wedding from scratch.
The wedding can't happen. That already sucks. But then to add salt to the wound by keeping everybody's money is just so gross.
All 3 brides say they know they're not the only ones blindsided by the venue closing. They're hoping that speaking out will bring light to what happened.
Maybe it helps somebody else out. That's what matters.
Some of the brides I spoke with say they filed complaints against the Rustic Lace Barn with the Colorado Attorney General's office. The AG's office told me it can't confirm or comment on complaints or investigations. If you have concerns about a business, though, you can file a complaint with the AG's office or the Better Business Bureau. And we have all of this information over on our website. Jenna Middaugh, 11 Call for Action.